Alright, good afternoon, craps fans. This is Scott from Paradise Craps. Back at you for another session. Alright, so I cleaned my board. I got no sessions up there right now. And I think I want to try the Hardways lost progression that Crappy the Craftsman rolled out. I got gigged a couple of times on Wind Craps, but I won a couple of times on Wind Craps, so I figured, let's give it another shot and see how it goes on the table. I have not tried it on my table yet. Alright, so get this set up for the next one, whatever we're going to do. I'm thinking, since IPTV went all the way back and BAM also looked at it, that the DC is probably a better bet than the DP. It did better, at least on those 14 sessions. So I'm thinking I want to try that. But also, somebody had suggested Wayland's Baccarat, and I guess there was a different Baccarat. The one I saw was a more recent one with 6 and 8 and the outside numbers, and that one definitely was not for me. But again, BAM went back and did a follow the winner, if you will, on the DP and the pass line. Basically just following the winner, whichever one won, and he did all right with that one. He got like plus 26 units on session 13, and he was like plus 1 on session 14, which was the big wipeout. So I don't know, maybe something to look at. Figure it's maybe worth a try. All right, so what have I got here? So I got 100, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and we'll do one more quarter here, one more 100, I should say. All right, so we got 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4. All right, and we'll figure out what we want to do on this next one. But I want to see if I can get $100 using Crappy the Craftsman. And he did not do anything for the pass line. So he basically did not play the pass line. You know, this is a bubble crab strategy because it's only $1. So I've been using the pass line. So I think I'm going to do that again. I don't think it cuts into the overall profit significantly. So I think that's okay. So let's just see how it goes. All right, so I got, I guess I should put some lammers in there so I know when I've got to my profit target. 100 here and 100 over here. And he says $253 is the starting bankroll. All right, so there's 200, and this is going to be 20. And this is going to be 40. So we got 240 here, or we should have. All right, so there's 240. 50 and 3. All right, so that's what we got to try this strategy with. All right, so I'm going to move this off to the side here for now. And we'll just play with this one, which I guess I didn't have to move it off to the side, so we'll just play it right here. Okay, that's fine. All right, here we go. Actually, this is going to be in my way, so let's just move it back where it belongs. Okay, got a couple of dice here. Oh, we got 7 watching. Wow. Sorry. Not too tardy. All right, we got Dr. S, we got Christian, we got Arizona Crap Shooters, IPTV, and that's the crew. All right, here we go. I'm going to try this Hardway progression, dollar on the pass line. Playing bubble craps here, and we got an 8. All right, so the point is 8. Doesn't really matter. I don't think I need to move the point too much, but all right. So we're going to start with $1 on all of the Hardways. Here we go. All right, we got a 4, hard 4 right off the bat. Nice. All right, so hard 4 is going to pay me 7 to 1, so I'm going to make $7 on that one. All right, so there's $7 winner, and everything stays up. Here we go. Oh, dice off the table. That was quick. Trying to get $100. See if I can get to $100 with this strategy without losing my $253. All right, where'd it go? Still don't see it. Still don't see it. Oh, there it is underneath the corner bracket. All right. Here we go. And we got a 7 out. All right, so we're going to lose all of that. We're going to lose our pass line, and we're going to lose our Hardways. All right, so we're going to go back out for $1 on the pass line. And let me just segregate this over here. All right, and here we go, coming out. And we got a 7, come out 7, so that's going to be a winner on the pass line. And we got a 6, 5, 1, 6. All right, so we're on a 6. Actually, I'll put this over here. All right, so now we got to go to second level, $2 each on all the Hardways. Actually, I should grab it from one side. There we go. All right, and here we go. And we got a 617. All right, so that was level 2. So we're off the 6. We're going to lose the pass line, and we're going to lose level 2 here. I'm not going to do anything with the pass line. We'll just keep it flat, Betty. Pass. Here we go. All right, and we got a 2 crap, so that's going to be a loser on the pass line. And we'll go back out for another $1. Coming out. And we got a 6. Actually, that's going to be in my way, isn't it? All right, so we're back on the 6. And let's move it over here. All right. Oh, shit. All right, so that was level... Wrong one, Scott. That was level 2 we got knocked off of. Now we got to go to level 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Level 3 on the Hardways. And we got a 639. And we got a 639. And we got a 426. All right, so we're going to get knocked off the 6. And we're going to lose the 6 because that was an easy 6. All right, and those are not working on the come out. And we're going to get paid on the pass line. Here we go. Coming out. Not working on the Hardways. 325, point is 5. All right, so we got knocked off the 6, so now we got to go to level 4. So there's level 4, 4, 4. Here we go. All right. And we got a 3, Acey Deucey. And we got a 3, Acey Deucey. And we got a 9. And we got a 3. And we got a boxcars. And we got a 3. And we got a 6. All right, so we got knocked off the 6 again. That was a easy 6. All right, so that was 4 units, and now we got to go out for 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take all this back down. All right, here we go. And we got an 8, 6, 2, 8. Easy 8, so we're going to lose that one. And we're going to go back out for 6 units now. There we go. And we got a 10, hard 10. There we go. All right. So hard 10 is going to pay 7 to 1. So what is that? 7 times 6 is 43, 42. All right. So it's going to pay us 42. 10, 20, 30, 42, right? 43. Yep. All right, so that paid us 43. And that goes back in our rack. And now we're going to go back to base on those bets. Kind of hard for me to keep track of this one though. All right, so there's 5, and there's 5, and there's 5. All right, so what are we up? I got to get this out of my way, otherwise I'm going to screw that up. I know I am. Can't have 2 racks there. All right. So let's see what we got. And I need some more lammers. Dang it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wrong lammer, Scott. Dang it. Here we go. All right, so there's my 200. Here's my 220. We started with 253, so we're still down. Still down. All right, so we're back to level 1. And we got a 6, easy 6. All right, so we're off the 6. And now we got to go up to level 2. And we got a 5-point hit. All right, so we're off the 5, and we're going to get $1 for their pass line. Bets, the Hardways are off. Coming out, 11. It's going to be a winner on the pass. All right, coming out. And we got a 7, winner on the pass line. Here we go. And we got a 10, 6, 4, 10. All right. So now our Hardways are working. And we got an 8, 5, 3, 8. Easy 8. All right, so we're going to lose that 8 for 2 units. And now we got to go back out for 3. All right. And we got a 7 out. So we're going to lose all of that. So we're down for 3 units. Got to go back out for 4. Here we go. And we got an 8, 6, 2, 8. Point is 8. All right, so now we got to go out for 4 units. I don't know, we're in the hole here. I don't know. 4, 4, 4, and 2. All right. And we got a 7 out again. All right, so we're off the 8. Going to lose the pass line, and we're going to lose all of this. All right, back on the pass line. And we got a 5, fever. All right, so now we're going to go back out for 5 units. And we got a 6. So we're going to get knocked off of that. Easy 6. We'll get knocked off of that. And now we got to go out for 6 units. Alright, 6 units. Yeah, I'm not so keen on this one. This is, if we can't recover, then there's another 7. Alright, let's switch to the DC. What do you say? Alright, so we're going to lose all of that. And we'll just put it all back in the rack. Alright, let's switch to the DC. That was a interesting experiment. Alright, 100, 200, 215, 218. So we didn't lose a lot, but we did lose. Oh! Let's get this other rack out of here. Reload the lammers. Alright, so we're going to switch to the $10 DC ladder. All of this goes back. Probably some more of this too. Alright, let me go put this back in the other rack. Alright, so that's going to go there. Okey-doke. Alright. And what do we got going on here? Alright, that's that. Okay, so again, we got 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4. $1,000 bankroll. We'll try a $10 DC. We got a 100 unit bankroll for our $10 base unit. And let's see how it goes. So this will be session 1, looking for $100. Why would you play all the Hardways? I don't know. I'm just playing with the Crappy to Craftsman rolled out. All right. So what are we doing? We're doing $10 DC. So we got nothing on the line. We're not going to play a Dewey Doan or anything. We'll just do the DC. Assuming that somebody else is rolling. All right, here we go. Coming out. 617. Big old nothing burger. And we got a 10. 6, 4, 10. All right, on the 10. $10 DC. Here we go. And we got a 10. So that DC is going to move behind the 10. We're off on the puck. Here we go. And we got a 4. 314. Point is 4. Clicky clack 7 out. PSO on the 4. Alright, so that's going to pay us $10. Sorry, it's going to come down and get paid. There we go. And we'll put that over there. Hopefully we won't need to touch the black chips. Coming out. 5. Fever. Alright, so we're still at level 1. $10 on the DC. Looking for 10 units. 617. Alright, that's going to be a loser on the DC. Now we're going to go to level 2. Here we go. Looking for a DC point. Oh, we got an 8. 628. Alright, DC is going to move behind the 8 for 2 units. And we got a 639. And we got a 426. And we got a 6410. And we got an AC doocy. And we got a 617 out. Alright, so we're off the 5. That DC is going to come down and get paid 2 for 2. And that goes back in the rack. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's our profit. 2 units right now. Here we go, coming out. 8 square pair. Alright, so we're back to 1 unit on the DC. Ladder back to base. And we got a 9, 5, 4, 9. DC moves behind the 9. And we got a 7 out. Alright, so we're off the 8. DC is going to move down and get paid. There we go. 3 units on our way, coming out. And we got a boxcars. And we got a couple of hidden dice, but they are an 8. Point is 8. Alright, so now we got a single unit base level on the DC. And we got a 10, 6, 4, 10. Alright, so that DC is going to move behind the 10. And we got a 2, aces in both places. And we got an 8, point hit. Alright, we're coming out. And we got a 7, nice, come out 7. So DC is going to come down and get paid. And back in the rack. Alright, so what do we got now? 10, 20, 30, $40. Coming out. 2 craps. Not quite coming out yet. 5 fever, point is 5. Alright, single unit, base level DC. And we got a 4. DC is going to move behind the 4. Here we go. And we got a 3, AC doocy. And we got a 10, 6, 4. Oh, clicky clack 5, point hit. Alright, new point coming out. 6, 5, 1, 6. Point is 6. Here we go. And we got a 3, AC doocy. And we got a 3, AC doocy. And we got a 5, fever, no field 5. And we got a 4. Alright, so it's going to knock us off our DC. And we're going to go to level 2, which I still have up there. Alright, so 2 unit DC. Now the question is on this IPTV, when you rolled this out, you didn't hesitate, right? You just went right back out. I think you said that. You or BAM did. 549 point. DC is going to move behind the 9. Because I was thinking, you know, kind of one of those trigger things. If you get, of course, that was the first time we got knocked off in this hand. If you get knocked off more than a couple of times per hand, you probably want to sit out till the next roller, I would think. Something like that. 426. Point hit. Here we go, coming out. And we got a 2 craps. Still coming out. And we got a 5 fever. Alright, so we're on the 5. And we got a 2. And we got a 9. Knocked off the 9. Alright, so we knocked our DC off the 9 for 2 units. Now we're going to go out for 3 units. Here we go. And we got a 3. Nice, winner. All right, so that's going to pay us 3 units. 10, 20, 30. And we'll go ahead and ladder back down to 2 units. Here we go. And we got an 8, 6, 2, 8. All right, so those 2 units will move behind the 8. And we got a 3. All right, so that's back down to 2 units now. All right, and we got a 5, so that's a point hit. And we are coming out. 5 again. And we got an 8, so we knocked ourselves off the DC again. 2 units. Back out for 3. And we got a Yo 11, so that's going to knock us off the DC for 3 units. Back out for 4. And we got a 9, neater. Alright, so that's going to move behind the 9. And we got a 7 out. So that's off. And that DC is going to come down and get paid $40. Alright, so that goes back there. Actually, we didn't have that anyway. Alright, so there's 10, 20, 30. Alright, is that right? Yeah, because I took 25 back because I was going to get another quarter, but I don't need another quarter. Alright, there we go. And where are we at? So we're 10, 20, 30. So we lost a little bit there. Alright, and we're going to go back to level 3 because that was $40. Alright. I don't know why I had more nickels there. Alright, here we go. And we got to come out 7. Doesn't mean anything for us on the DC side. And we got a 9. Neater. Point is 9. Alright, so now we're going to go back out for 3 units, $30. And we got a 9. So we're going to knock the puck off and move behind the 9 with our DC. And we got an 8. Point is 8. And we got a Yo 11. And we got a 6. And we got a 5. And we got a 10. And we got a 5. And we got an 8. Point hit. And we got a 5 again. And we got a 6. And we got a Yo. And we got a 7 out. 61. Alright. Off the 5, and that DC is going to come down and get paid. 30 for 30. Alright, so that's going to go there. And I will get change for that because I don't need that quarter. Alright, so I'll go back there. And this all goes over here. Alright, so we got 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $60. And we're going back to level 2 for the DC. Oh, almost caught it. Almost caught it going off the table there. No rolled dice off the table. Just barely. All right, am I doing this one right? Am I screwing this one up? I'm not looking at any comments. Maybe sit out after 2 or 3 losses on one shooter. Yeah, we were talking about that, you know. I would, you know, during a hand, if you get knocked off a couple, maybe 3 times, just sit out till the next 7 out, right? Till the end of the hand. All right, what are we doing here? We're coming out still. All right, here we go. 7. Oh, not coming out quite yet. I mean, the thing is, if you do that, you know the next roll is going to be a good number for the DC, but 6, 2, 8. The longer, to me, the longer you get in the hand, the more risky your DC is. So that kind of makes sense. All right, 2 units on our ladder. And we got a 9, 5, 4, 9. And here we go. And we got a 5, fever. And we got a 3. And we got a 5. And we got a 7 out. 5, 2 off the 8. All right, DC is going to come down and get paid. 2 units. There we go. And let's color some of these up. There's 25. There's 25. So there's 50. All right, so we'll put that over here. So we got 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks right now. 20 bucks away, and we're going to ladder back down to base. There we go. All right, thank you, IPTV. 516. You know, when I do something unfamiliar, especially on the table, I definitely can get screwed up. All right, back to level 1 on a DC. I said, was that a 5 or a 6? Ah, crap, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, I guess. And we got a 10, 6, 4, 10. That one matters. All right, so DC is going to move behind the 10. And we got an 8. Clicky clack 7, out. All right, off the 5. DC is going to come down and get paid. And I think we're at 90 now. All right, so there's 5. Yep, 90 bucks. 75, 90 bucks. All right, still at level 1. Here we go. 10 bucks away from our Bandito badge for the day. Come out 7. Come out 7. And 8. Yeah, you just don't see as many PSOs as you do those come out 7s and 11s. That's a fact. All right, back at level 1, 1 unit. Here we go. 3, that's a winner on the DC. So that is a session right there. I would be, color me up. I'm out of here. Oops. $100. Just like that. Get my Bandito badge. All right, so session 1 of the DC ladder is plus $100. All right. Cocktails. Ah, that's right. If it isn't live, it's dead. All righty, Marvin, catching it live. What's going on, DJs? All right. Yeah, that's too bad that Hardways thing was... but I lost a couple bankrolls on win crap, so I'm like, I don't know about that. You know, anybody that advertises, I haven't lost yet, you know, it's like, all right, well, you just haven't played it enough. Especially with $253, you can wipe that out. And I did. I was hoping I wouldn't, but I did. All right. What do you think, BAM? You want session 2? Should we do session 2 since we're only 35 minutes in? And I blew probably half of that on that other strategy. Done and done. Yeah, I like it. Has anyone tried the Bruce Almighty? No, I saw him post that, but I have not looked at it. Rack 'em. All right, BAM says rack 'em. All right, so we got 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, and 400. Same as it ever was. Here we go, coming out. DC ladder number 2. Let's see if we can get 30 sessions of this and see how we do. All right, so we're on the 5. Single unit DC, $10. And we got a 7, so we're going to lose that. All right. And we're off the 5. All right, here we go. Maybe I missed that earlier when I did that. 4, 2, 6. All right, so we're on the 6. And now we got to go to level 2 on the DC, $20. Here we go. And we got a spinner, 7 again. All right, so we're going to lose 2 units. We're off the 6. Now we got to go to 3 units on the DC. Coming out. And we got a 9, neater. All right, on the 9, and we got to go for 3 units. There we go. And we got a 6, so the DC is going to move behind the 6. And we got a 4, 3, 1. And we got a clicky-clack 10, 6, 4. And we got a 5, 4, 1. And we got an 8, square pair. And we got a 4, 3, 1. Guess it doesn't matter whether it's easy or hard at this point. 10, 6, 4. 10. 6, point hit. All right, so we're going to get knocked off our DC for 3 units. And we're going to have to go back out for 4 units. Here we go. And we got a 7, so we're going to get knocked off the 9 and the DC for 4 units. All right. And so now we got to go to 5 units. Whoop, not yet. Here we go. Let's put that in there. Here we go. Coming out. 10, 6, 4, 10. Point is 10. All right. 5 units on the DC. Laddering up. And we got a 9, 6, 3, 9. Move behind the 9 with a DC. Here we go. And we got a 6. And we got a 6. And we got a 5. And we got an 8. Yeah, let's go 8. And we got an 8. And we got an 8. And we got a 2. And we got a yo. And we got a 9. So we knocked ourselves off the DC for 5 units. Now we're going to go to 6 units. So this is one of those cases where we already knocked ourselves off twice with this shooter, and there's a 7, so that was 3 times. Probably would have been better to stay out that time. All right, so we lost that 7, so now we're going to have to go to 8. That was 60 actually. 50, 60, now we got to go to 7. 1, 2, 3, yep. Okay, so now we're at level 7. And we got a 3. And we got a 3. And we got a 2. Man, oh man, if we were on the frickin' DP, we'd be making money. And we got a boxcars. And we got an 8 square pair. Alright, so now we got to go out for 70. 50, 60, 70. 7 units. Here we go. And we got a 3. That's going to be a winner on the DC. Alright, so we're going to get 50, 60, 70. And we're going to ladder back down to 60. Here we go. And we got an 8, so we're going to knock the point off. DC will move behind the 8. And we got a new point coming out. And it's a Yo 11. No big deal. And we got a 5 fever. Alright, so I got to decrement this because we're back to 6 units. There we go. And we got a 6. And we got a 4. And we got a 5. Point hit. Alright, so we're off the 5. Coming out. New point. 8. Yikes. That's not good. Alright, so we're knocking ourselves off the DC for 6 units. And now we're going to go back out for 7 units. And we got a 7, so we're going to get knocked off of that for 7 units. And we're going to have to go back out for 8 units. Oh, and we got a 4. Point is 4. Alright, 8 units on the DC. Here we go. And we got a 10. 6, 4, 10. Alright, DC is going to move behind the 10. And we got a 4, so that's going to be a point hit. Off the 4 coming out. And we got a 6, 5, 1. New point is 6. And we got an 8. And they said 80, right? 3, 6, 8, yep. Alright. And we got a 9, neater. And we got a 6. And we got a yo. Oh, did I say we got a 6? I said 6, so we're off the 6. Alright, we got a yo. And we got an 8. Point is 8. And we got a yo. And we got a 5. And we got a 7 out. Alright, so we're off the 8. DC is going to come down and get paid $80. And then we're going, we'll just put it all back in the rack, right? Because we're going to regress back to 7 units. Here we go. Coming out. And we got a 5, 4, 1, 5. Point is 5. Alright, so now we got to go 70, 50, 60, 70. And we got an 8, 6, 2, 8. Alright, DC is going to move behind the 8. And we got a 9, 5, 4, 9. And we got an 8, 628. So we knocked ourselves off the DC for $70. Now we got to go back out for $80. 8 units. And we got a 3, so that's nice. So that'll pay us on the DC. Back to 7 units. Alright, so that's going to pay us 80. And we'll rack that, and then we're going to go back to 70. There we go. And we got a 10, 6, 4, 10. It's going to move behind the 10 with our DC. Oh, dancing dice, 8. 9. 10, knockoff. Alright, so that's going to knock us off our DC for 7 units. Now we got to go back out for 8 units. And we're going to have to get some change because we don't have 8 units. Alright, 100 for 100. Alright, 8 units on the DC. Here we go. 8. 8 for 8. Alright, it's going to move behind the 8. And we got an 8. Knocked ourselves off again. Alright, so now we got to go to 9 units. 75, 90. Here we go. And we got a 5. So we're going to knock off the point, move behind the 5 with our DC. Here we go, coming out. And we got a 3. Not coming out yet. Clicky clack, 7. Come out 7. Alright. So that's going to reduce this back by 1. And we have 90 out there. So it's going to pay us 90. Actually, that's going to come down and get paid 90. Alright. And now we got to go back out for 80 once we establish a point. Here we go. And we got a 5. Point is 5. Alright. So that was 90. Now we're going to go 80, 75, 80. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Alright, here we go. Looking for our DC. 8, 6, 2, 8. DC is going to move behind the 8. And we got a 6, 4, 2. And we got a 6, 4, 2. And we got a 7, out. Alright, so we're off the 5. DC is going to come down and get paid $80. Alright, so that's going to go back to 7 for the next round. Let's see what we got in here. Alright, now I'll take that 100 and put it back for that black that we turned in. Alright, so we got 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're down 200. Alright. Back at level 6, or are we at level 7? Yeah, that was 80, so we should be at level 7. Okay, here we go, coming out. And we got a 6, 5, 1, 6. On the 6. Level 7 on the DC. $70. Here we go. And we got an 8. DC is going to move behind the 8. And we got a boxcars. And we got a 6, 5, 1. Off the point. Coming out. And we got a 5. New point is 5. And we got a 7 PSO on the 5. Alright, so we're off of that. And it's going to move down and get paid $70. 50, 60, 70. Back in the rack. Alright. And now we're going to let her back down to level 6. Man, I hope we can get back down to base. Oh, geez. Like a pachinko game right there. Alright. No roll. Dice off the table. Here we go. Try again. Try again. Here we go. And we got a 4. Alright. Level 6. 50, $60. Here we go. DC is going to move behind the 10. 6, 4, 10. Alright. There we go. And we got a 3. And we got a 7. There we go. Off the 4. DC is going to come down and get paid for $60. And there we go. Let's see. There's 25. There's 50. Alright. So we're down a little bit there. So we had 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we're still down a little bit, and we're going to go down to level 5 now. Here we go. 2 craps. And we got an 8, 6, 2, 8. Point is 8. Alright, so now we're at level 5, $50. Here we go. And we got a 6. DC is going to move behind the 6 for 5 units. And we got an 8. Point hit. Off the point. And we got a Yo 11. And we got an 8. Point is 8 again. And we got a 9. And we got a 5. And we got a 10. And we got a 5. And we got a 6. We knocked ourselves off the DC for level 5. Now we'll go to level 6. Alright, 50, 60. Here we go. And we got a 9, 6, 3, 9. It's going to move behind the 9. And we got a 2 craps. Could have used that one a roll ago. And we got a 7, 61. Alright, so we're off the 8. And DC is going to come down and get paid 60. And we're going to ladder that back down to 50, 5 units. Coming out. And we got a 3. Not coming out quite yet. And we got a 9. Alright, so we got a point of 9. And we're back to 50. 2 units. Here we go. And we got a 3. Winner on the DC. There we go. Alright, so that's going to pay us 50. And we're going to ladder back down to 40. There we go. 6, 516. Alright, DC's behind the 6. And we got a 6, so DC's down. Alright, so that was 40. Now we're back to 50. And we got a 7. So we're off the 9. We're going to lose that 50. And we'll be at 60 after we get a point. And we got an 8, 628. All right, 6 units. 7. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, so we're going to lose that 6 units. And we'll be back out for 7 units. And we got a 5, fever. Point is 5. DC is 70. And we got a 10. DC is going to move behind the 10. And we got a yo 11. And we got a 2. And we got a 10. Knocked ourselves off the DC. All right, so that was 70. Now we're going to go to 80. Is this what you saw, IPTV, when you rolled it out? This is pretty damn grindy. 516. We're still in the game, but man. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, yep. All right, and we got a 9. And we got a 7. All right, so we're off the 5. DC is going to come down and get paid 80. And we're going to ladder back down to 70. I think if we could get that back to base, we'd be okay. 415. All right, so now we're at 70. And we got a 9, 549. It's going to move behind the 9. And we got a clicky clack 6. Ooh. And we got a 5 point hit. All right. Coming out, new point. 8, 628. 3, AC Doocy. 11, yo. 9, knocked ourselves off the DC again for $70. Back out for 80. And we got a 4. And we got a 6. And we got a 7 out. All right, DC is going to go down and get paid for 80. And we'll ladder back down to 70. Here we go, coming out. 4. Point is 4. All right, 50, 60, 70 on the DC. 7 units, here we go. Oh, clicky clack 7. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, back out for 8. Point is 8, and we're out for 80. Burning through some more nickels there. 2 craps, there we go. That's what we like to see. All right, so that's going to pay us 80. And we'll go ahead and ladder back down to 7 units. $70, here we go. And we got a 6, 426. All right, it's going to move behind the 6. And we got a 7. Nice, there we go. All right, so we're off the 8. DC is going to come get down and get paid 70, 50, 60, 70. All right. And we're going to go back to ladder back down to level 6. Here we go. Ooh, 8. Point is 8. All right, so now we're at level 6. Back to 60. And we got an 8, so we're going to knock the point off and go behind the 8. Coming out. And we got an 8, so we just knocked ourselves off of the DC. And get that 2 out of there. There we go. Alright, so we're going to have to increase the DC. So we're going to knock ourselves off for 6 units, and now we're back out for 7 units. 50, 60, 70. And we got a 7, so we're going to knock ourselves off at 7 again. Off the 8. Man, we just can't get any traction. Can't get back to base. 549, point is 9, back out at 8 units, $80. 2 craps, there we go. Nice. Alright, so it's going to pay us $80. And we're going to go ahead and ladder back down to $70. Level 7. 3, 6, 7, yep. Here we go. And we got a 7, so we're going to lose that 7. And we're going to have to go back to level 8. And we got a 7. And we got a 10. 6, 4, 10. Alright, so we're on a 10. Now we got to go back out at level 8. And we got a 6, 4, 2, 6. And we got a 5. And we got an 8. And we got an 8. And we got a 9. And we got a 9. And we got a 2. And we got an 8. And we got a 9. Oh my goodness. And we got a 3. And we got an 8. Oh, wow. Come on, Big Red. 5. Fever. Something different anyway. And we got a 10. Point hit. Alright, off the 10. And we got a 6, so we're going to knock ourselves off for 80. Now we're going to have to go to 90. I don't know, this one's not looking too good. My back is killing me. 5. DC's going to move behind the 5 for $90. And we got a 9. And we got a 10. And we got an 11. And we got a 7. There we go. All right, and that was 90. 90. All right, now we're going to drop back to 80. 3, 6, 8. Yep, here we go, coming out. And we got a 5, fever. All right, 80 on our DC. And we got a 7. I'm going to lose that 80. Back to 90. 8. Point is 8. All right. 90 bucks. And we got a 10, 6, 4, 10. 6, 5, 1. 3. 6. 10. Knocked ourselves off the 10 for $90. Alrighty, I don't know. Alright, back out for 100 on the DC. Ooh, 9. Behind the 9. And we got a 9. Knocked ourselves off the DC. I don't know, guys. $111 on the DC. 11 units. And we got a 6. 5. 10. 6. Knocked ourselves off the DC again. Pain on pain on pain. 3, 6, 9, 11. That was already 11. Aren't we at 12 now? Here we go. 9. 9. All right, I'm calling this session right there. That's just too painful. All right, so we got up to what? 13, level 13? 3, 6, 9, 12, well, 14 on there, but I think it was 13 because that one, last one was just 12. All right, so we started with 1,000. We got 1, 2, 3, 45. 345 left. Yeah, great. Unless we can come up with a reliable trigger on when to switch. How the hell do you know? If you're in the heat of battle, you know, I don't know. I don't know how you make that determination with any kind of consistency anyway. All right, guys, I'm exhausted. Thank you for stopping by. I would like to say that was fun, but it really wasn't. Interesting, maybe. Fun, no. All right, this is Scott from Paradise Craps. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you back here probably tomorrow. We'll see. All right, take